Hi everyone, it's Kute here, sending you much love wherever you're watching this short video blog right now. In today's video blog, I want to talk a bit about forgiveness. This important topic of forgiveness. How do you forgive yourself, and how do you forgive those in your life if you've been hurt, if you've been betrayed, or if you've done things in your life, in your past that you're not particularly proud of? Look, we've all done things in our past that we regret. We've all done things in our past that we weren't proud of. We've all done things in our past that we wish we hadn't done, that we were ashamed of. Perhaps you're still carrying pain, hurt, shame, guilt, blame, or judgment, and you're judging yourself so harshly for things you did in your past. All that happens when you judge and blame and beat yourself up for things that you did in your past is you keep yourself stuck. No matter how much you judge or blame yourself for what you did in the past, it will not change what happened in the past. The past is the past, is done. Nothing you do in this moment is going to change what occurred in the past. When you stay stuck in the past, you hijack your present and you hijack your ability to create a new future. Forgiveness is the key to set yourself free. So realize a couple of things. The first thing I want you to realize is, look, you're not meant to be perfect. If you were meant to be perfect and do life perfectly and never make any mistakes, never screw up, you would not have incarnated into this human experience. You incarnated as a soul into this human experience because it was an opportunity to experience the totality of life. The ups, the downs, the black, the white, the positive, the negative, the yin, the yang, the duality of life. You incarnated in this human experience because there were certain lessons that your soul wanted to learn and experience. And how you learn, how you grow, how you evolve is through life, is through relationship, and through experiences. So realize that you're not meant to be perfect, and that's okay. Cut yourself a little slack. You're going to screw up. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to be a little off. It's part of the nature and the process of being human. It's how you learn, through the feedback of life, through making mistakes, the feedback of life. Life then course corrects you, and through that learning, you get to grow and you get to evolve. The main thing is not making mistakes, not that you screwed up, not that you missed the mark. The main thing is that you learn your lesson. The main thing is that you experience the consequences of your action, feel the impact on yourself and others, and you learn your lesson, because that's how you grow and evolve. And when you learn the lessons that you're meant to learn in a relationship, in a situation, in a given experience, not only do you grow and evolve, but you don't have to keep repeating those same lessons over and over again in your future. You don't have to keep repeating the past in your future, cycling around over and over and over again. You're not meant to be perfect. It's okay. What's important is that you learn, is that you grow, and that you evolve. The other thing I want you to recognize, if you've been having a hard time forgiving yourself, is you did what you knew how to do in the past. You made the decisions that you did in the past based on your level of consciousness and evolution at that time. In other words, you did the best that you knew how to do at that time, given your current level of resources. And maybe you intellectually knew better, but if you were in pain, if you had wounds, if you were so conditioned, you may not have been able to implement or live or embody what you knew intellectually or what you read in a book, right? So we're all doing the best that we can do based on our level of consciousness and evolution at that time. Other people who may have hurt you or betrayed you or whatever they did towards you that you've been having a hard time forgiving them, they were doing the best that they could do. Many times when people do things towards you, things at you, say things about you, or they hurt you, recognize that hurt people. And usually they themselves were hurt themselves, and out of that hurt they did things towards you that weren't okay, that weren't right. I'm not condoning what they did, but realize likely they were in pain, and their behavior and the way they were and what they did or what they didn't do towards you, realize it wasn't about you. It wasn't personal. It had nothing to do with you. Sadly, it impacted you. Sadly, it had an effect and may have hurt you tremendously. But realize it wasn't personal. When you depersonalize and realize it wasn't necessarily about you, they too were doing the best that they knew how to do at that level, at that moment of their lives, based on their level of consciousness. It becomes a little easier to have compassion, recognizing they were in pain. They were in their own level of pain. So you too did the best you can do. And when you realize that, hopefully you can have a little bit of compassion for yourself, because it's compassion and it's loving that facilitates healing. When you're able to bring love and compassion to yourself in this moment, you're able to then maybe have a little space to forgive yourself. Forgiveness isn't condoning what you did. Forgiveness isn't an abdication of responsibility to yourself for what you did, or sort of condoning what anyone else did. Forgiveness is when you say, look, I can't change the past. I'm not going to let the past hijack my future. Forgiveness is a choice that you get to make in this moment to let go. Just because you made your bed in the past doesn't mean you have to lie in it. We've all been doing the best that we knew how to do at that time. So my friends, make a choice. Set yourself free. The other thing I would say is, look, yes, forgive yourself. But part of what's also important for yourself and others is that you take full responsibility for what you did and what you didn't. You take full responsibility for your actions and the consequences of your actions. And part of, facilitating forgiveness for yourself is also the recognition that your actions may have had an impact on yourself, those around you. And I think part of what helps forgiveness is when you take responsibility and you're proactive, especially if your actions in the past impacted people around you. So make amends. If there's people you need to speak to, people you need to apologize to, people you need to communicate with, people you need to just get complete with, express certain feelings with, people you need to say, look, I'm sorry for where I was 10 years ago. I'm sorry for what I did 2 years ago. I'm sorry for the way I acted 3 years ago, a year ago, or the way I responded. I didn't call back. I cheated. I stole. I was out of integrity. Whatever it was, take responsibility, make amends. That will only accelerate and increase your ability to forgive yourself, because you're doing something about it. It's not just talk, right? It's not just fluff. You're actually being responsible, and responsibility is key. Recognize, folks, that no matter how much you hold on to pain, anger, blame, hate towards another also, even if you're right, it won't change what happened. And when you hold on to blame, hurt, or anger, you say, I'm never going to forgive that person. You give that person a tremendous power over you. And I'm not saying you're not right. I'm not saying they didn't do some things. But no one and nothing is worth your freedom. No one and nothing is worth your happiness. No one and nothing is worth your own aliveness, joy, and vitality. When you don't forgive yourself or another, you rob yourself of the joy and the vitality. You rob yourself of your own life in this moment. My friends, learn from the past. Use the past to grow and evolve. Learn from the past. Grow and evolve as fast as you can. And focus, rather than on the past, focus on the moment, focus on the present, and focus on where you're going. The past is done. You can't change it, but it's the choices you make in this moment right now that will determine your future. Forgiveness is the greatest freedom that you have to set yourself free. You hold the lock. You hold the key. Give yourself permission to be free right now, this moment. You deserve it. If you enjoyed this video blog, please do share it with your friends, with your family. Follow me on social media, Instagram, Facebook. Subscribe to my YouTube channel and also my website, www.kuteblackson.com. Love now.